Hey you guys, my name is Terry and I'm 20 years old, and today I'm going to tell you my experience of having a natural birth. Now if you're interested in watching and hearing my story, continue watching this video.
You will kiss the ring you best believe. So keep calm, honey, I'ma stick around for more than a minute. Get used to it. Funny my name.
Okay, so the reason why I went natural is because one, I'm afraid of needles. Two, I don't like back pain, and I heard epidurals can cause a lot of back pain. Helicopter. Like a week before I actually went into labor, I lost my mucus plug, which is like a piece of it. And the day that I went into labor, which is June 26th, I went into labor June 26th and had him June 27th. Okay, when I lost my mucus plug. Around like 6:30. I was like bleeding like this pink gushy stuff, and I was like, what is this? And I showed my boyfriend, and he was all grossed out, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And then my stomach changed into this like weird shape. I'll like put a picture. I took a picture. I look crazy, but I took a picture. And that was around 6:30. So I started getting contractions. Like, I lost my mucus plug, but I didn't start getting contractions until around 8 o'clock, 8:30. And it felt just like cramps, but in my back, like, and it didn't hurt at first. At first it was just like, you're about to come on or whatever, and it just slowly starts coming, like, you could feel like your contractions coming. So that's what happened to me. So like, they were consistent and stuff, like 4, 5, 6 minutes apart. So I went to the hospital, and they didn't admit me this time because I was only 1.5 centimeters, and they were like, I don't know, they made me go home. And about time I left the hospital, my contractions were actually getting like more consistent, and like just getting consistent. I'm like, I'm gonna be here tomorrow, like in the afternoon. I don't know why they're sending me home. I'm gonna be right back. But they sent me home, and then by the time we got home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. They kept me in the hospital for a while. It was 2 o'clock in the morning by the time we got home. And like, I got home, and I went to sleep for a little bit. I want to say for like 30 minutes to an hour. But when I woke up, like, I kept getting, it was just got worse and worse. And it wasn't really excruciating, but it was just like I couldn't sleep through them. And they kept coming. They was like 2-3 minutes apart. And they were like that for a while. My mom called around 7:30, and she was like, I answered the phone, and she was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I'm in pain. And she was like, what they said at the hospital. I said they sent me home. They said I wasn't dilating. And then she was like, how far apart are your contractions? And I'm not thinking anything of this at all. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm in labor. I mean, I wasn't really tripping. They sent me home. I was afraid that they was going to send me home again and say I wasn't dilating. So my mom's like, well, if you're not dilating, you might have to have a C-section. Your contractions are like 2 minutes apart. Like, that means the baby's about to be here. I'm like, okay. So I told her that, I told my boyfriend that. He was like asleep the whole time, and he was just like, oh my gosh, babe, why are you moaning like that? Oh my gosh, can you go to sleep? I'm tired. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just in so much pain. And like, my mom ended up calling him and was like, go ahead and take her to the hospital, because if she's not dilating, then she might have to have a C-section. I'm like, I don't want a C-section. My original plan was to have a water birth. I wanted a water birth. We got ready, and we packed up, and we left, and we was on the road. he made a wrong turn. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was getting really bad in the car. Like, they weren't bad where I couldn't, like, I was screaming for medicine, but by the time I got to the hospital, like, I was like, I need something. I need some type of medication. I don't want epidural, but I need some type of medication. We got there around like 8:20. Like, yeah, we was tripping, but we got there around 8:20. They hooked me up to the machines and they were like evaluating me and stuff, and they was just like watching me and stuff. And then they finally came in and she checked me and she was like, yep, 6 centimeters with a bulging bag. And I was like, oh my gosh, 6 centimeters, that means I can relax a little bit. But my boyfriend was like, what is a bulging bag? At first I didn't know what a bulging bag was. I was just like, okay, I'm 6 centimeters, girl, just keep relaxing, you got this. She was like, a bulging bag is, like, it's the water, like it's about to break. So around like 9:10, my water breaks, and it was just like a big release, like whoosh, and it went all over my legs and it felt all warm, and I was like, oh my gosh, and it felt like a relief. But I was still in pain, but like, I don't know, it wasn't like horrible once I just like really just breathed through it. Like, all I can say is just like breathe through it. Like, I just breathed through it. And then it was finally time to push. Every time I felt like I had to push, I just pushed. I just let my body I just let go. Like, I just push. And I didn't rip. I did get like a little lacerations, like a little cut, but nothing major. I didn't have to get stitches. And I had them at 9:30 on June 27th, and it was like amazing. It's just amazing. A great experience. I wouldn't change it for anything. Oh, and I wasn't able to have my water birth because my blood pressure was too high, but it was really the contractions causing my blood pressure to go up. I don't have any blood pressure problems, but they make you take a class before, you know, you actually give birth, so you know, like, the regulations and everything. You get like a certificate you have to bring. But yeah, blood pressure is one, and if your blood pressure is high, they do not let you get in the pool. So yeah, like, that was my whole experience. It was crazy. So I had a couple of questions that people asked me on my Instagram. One of them was, what did it feel like to hold him for the first time? Well, when I held him, I really, like, I was so tired. I really wasn't, like, I was just like overwhelmed. Like, I was just so tired. I didn't get any sleep that night. So I just, you know, they put him in my arms or whatever, and I held him on my chest. And after his dad cut the cord, you know, I actually looked at his face and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so freaking cute, you look just like me. And a tear fell, and I was like, my baby. But at first it wasn't like yeah, I was just so tired. But even then, like, I felt that excitement. I was still showing like an overwhelmed emotion. I have a video. I might put it up or something if you guys want. I don't know. I might do that in a different video or something. And another question was, how did I feel emotionally and mentally? Emotionally, I felt like, I don't know, I wasn't scared, I wasn't sad, I wasn't like nervous. I was just like trying to like keep calm. Like, I was really just super calm. I'm surprised how calm I was, because I am such a like horrible with pain, and like, I don't know, I did really good. Not to toot my own horn, but toot. I was really in this shit. Like, I was, excuse my language, but I was really in it to win it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Like, subscribe, and share to all the mommies out there. Really, if you have any more questions, I'm open to answer them. Comment below, follow me on my Instagram, tweet me, DM me, what else, snap me. I will put all of that in the description. Yeah, so I hope to see you guys in another video. Bye, you guys.